Hi guys, today I'll show you how to create a blog with WordPress. In this video, we'll see an easy and popular method to do it. We'll use self-hosted WordPress to create a brand new blog site. For this, first you need a domain name and a hosting package. Then we can start building the blog. Watch the full video to ensure that you get every necessary detail. Without further ado, let's begin. So I'm here in Namecheap's website, and Namecheap is very popular. It has been providing domain and hosting services for over 2 decades now. So the link to this website is given in the description below. So you can register your domain from here, but we want a package of domain and hosting. So I'm going to hover my mouse over hosting, and you can see there's shared hosting, WordPress hosting, reseller hosting, VPS hosting, dedicated servers. So let's take a look at the shared hosting. As you can see, the shared hosting costs only $1.68 per month, which is really cheap. The Stellar Plus package and the Stellar Business package, these two packages are more popular. You get your domain name from here, unlimited websites, unmetered SSD, and unlimited domain-based mailboxes and auto backup services. So you can click on this Get Started button and you can purchase this package if you want. But if you go with this package, you have to install WordPress manually. So let's take a look at Namecheap's managed WordPress hosting services. So I'm going to click over here, Namecheap EasyWP, which is the WordPress hosting solution. If you scroll down, you can see that it costs a lot higher than the shared hosting, but you get a lot of benefits from managed hosting. For example, you get 10 gigabytes of SSD storage. The most popular choices is the EasyWP Turbo and the EasyWP Supersonic. And I would suggest that you get one of these two because you get free CDN and free SSL from both of these packages. And SSL certificate is very important for your website. So if you don't want to go with Namecheap, you can go to HostGator. So HostGator is another popular domain and hosting provider, and it has been providing domain and hosting services for many years now. So the link to this website is also given in the description below. If we click on Get Started, we can see some of the plans over here, the hatchling plan, the baby plan, and the business plan. You can see it starts from $2.75 per month, and the best package is for $5.25 per month. Again, if you go with these packages, you still have to install WordPress manually, but it provides you with one-click WordPress installs, which helps you to install WordPress very quickly. If you want managed WordPress hosting, HostGator has those plans. Let's hover our mouse over hosting, and you can see that WordPress hosting is there. You get the managed WordPress hosting perks. So the starter plan is $5.95 per month, and the business plan is $9.95 per month. You can get any of these packages you like because all of them includes the free SSL certificate you can see over here. And the free domain is included in any of these packages. So you can pick any plan you want. Once you purchase a domain and hosting package together, contact the provider's live chat support. They will help you set up a fresh WordPress site on your domain name. We also have a detailed video on how to install WordPress on your server. You can find that in the description. After WordPress installation, you can finally visit your brand new WordPress site. To make this tutorial easy to follow, let's think your domain name is example.com. So you can see how your website looks by visiting example.com. But to build your site, you have to enter into its WordPress admin panel. You need to add some extra part to your domain name to visit the admin panel. It will be example.com/wp-admin. So visit your website's WP admin URL and log in using your admin username and password. If everything's in order, let's log into our WordPress dashboard to get started. Okay, we are here in our WordPress dashboard, and it's a fresh copy of WordPress installation. Okay, so the first thing that you should do after you install your WordPress and log into your WordPress dashboard is go into the settings and click on General. From here, you can see valuable information such as your site title, tagline, and your WordPress address or the URL. So we're going to change a couple of things over here. So from the title, you can change the title of your website. In my case, I want to call it my blog. And over here you can see the tagline, which is said just another WordPress site. You can put your tagline over here, scroll down and click on Save Changes. So your settings have been saved. Now let's go to the dashboard. Okay, so how WordPress works is that you install a theme for your website, and then you install various plugins to customize your website and add new functionalities to it. Currently we're using the 2023 theme, so let's take a look. Hover your mouse over Appearance and click on Themes. As you can see, we are using the 2023 theme. This is the official default theme of the version I'm using right now. Let's take a look at how it looks. As you can see, this is the 2023 theme. It doesn't have much content over here. We can use this theme, but we will be using another popular feature-rich theme called Blocksy. So go back to your WordPress dashboard. And from here, we're going to click on Appearance, Themes once again. And here you can see a button called Add New. We're going to click on this button. And it's going to look for the available themes. So there are a lot of themes such as the Hello Elementor, the Astra theme, the 2021, Ocean WP. There are a lot of themes, but we are going to be using a theme called Blocksy. So we're going to search for Blocksy by typing it over here. And this is the theme that we want to install. So hover your mouse over here and then click on Install. You can also click on the preview buttons to see how this theme looks, but we are going to simply click on the Install button and give it some time to install. Your theme has been installed. After it's installed, click on this Activate button. Now your theme has been installed, and you can see that Blocksy has been added over here in your themes, and you can also see that your appearance menu has changed. So Blocksy brings you to this section where you can explore various features of Blocksy, the color options, header options. Blocksy is a very popular theme which is used by many people over the world, and it brings in a ton of features that you need to build your website the way you want. You can look at useful plugins. With Blocksy you can use stackable Gutenberg blocks, Jet Engine, and a lot of useful plugins. If you want, you can also purchase the Blocksy Pro version, which has a massive list of features, as you can see. So if you think you want even more professional features added to your website, you can purchase the Blocksy Pro. I'll provide the link in the description, so check the description if you want to purchase it. So we're going to go to Home, and we are going to install a plugin. So the first plugin we're going to install is the Companion plugin. You can see over here the Blocksy Companion. So you can click on this button, but if you go into plugins, you can see that the plugin list is empty. We have no plugins installed, but Blocksy is prompting us to install a Blocksy Companion. Now, Blocksy Companion is a supporting plugin of Blocksy, so I recommend soon after you install Blocksy, install the Blocksy Companion plugin. Give it some time and it will install. Okay, so the Companion plugin has been installed, and you can see there are much more options over here, specifically the starter sites and the extensions. If we click on the extensions, you can see the cookie consent, newsletter subscribe, product review, trending post, widgets. All of these extensions have been added to your WordPress website. You can simply click on the Activate button to activate these extensions. If you click on the Pro extensions, you can see there are a lot more advanced options such as the custom code snippet, custom fonts, local Google fonts, and there are a lot of more options. Before getting into the starter sites, I want to show you how our website looks. Let's click on Visit Site. And you can see that our site has completely changed, but still there's nothing over here. We won't be spending any time building it block by block, but we are going to import a starter site. So let's go back to our dashboard and click on the Blocksy option that has been added in our dashboard. Then we're going to click on the starter sites. Here you can see there are quite a lot of starter templates that you can import to your website and customize it. So there's quite a few of these. So one more thing that you will notice is whenever I hover my mouse over one of the themes, it says available for Gutenberg and Elementor. So Gutenberg and Elementor are the page builders. Using these page builders, you can build your website, create elements, add images, add texts. So using these plugins, you can build your web page. So Gutenberg is the default page builder of WordPress, and Elementor is also another page builder which is very popular. So you can use either of these to customize your website. Personally, I like using Gutenberg, but you can pick any page builder you want. So let's take a look at some of these templates. So this is the Photo Studios. That's for a restaurant. This is for renovation service. That is a catering theme. That is a barber shop. And these doesn't necessarily mean that, for example, if you own a barber shop, you can import it, but you can design or customize this theme into any other website you want. For example, if you want to build a personal portfolio website, you can use this theme. You can simply import it and then customize it the way you want. So we are looking for a blog. All right, so let's scroll down and let's see if anything is available. There's business, product review, app. Okay, we have the Blocksy news, and it's available for Gutenberg only. We're in luck because I like using Gutenberg. So let's use this theme. So I can click on this preview button to see how this website actually looks, but I just simply want to import it, and let's see how it looks. So as soon as I clicked on the import button, this new window appeared. It says install child theme. So I highly recommend installing a child theme because with the child theme, you will have the freedom to make changes without breaking the parent theme. All right, so click on this and then click on next. And it will ask you to install the two other required plugins, which is the stackable Gutenberg blocks and the WP forms for contact forms. So both of these are required. So make sure these are selected. It should be selected by default, but in case if it isn't, you can select it. Then let's click on next. Next, you have the option to import widgets, options, and demo contents to your website. So if your website already has some contents, importing the demo contents might not be helpful. But since my website has no contents at all, so I will be importing the demo contents. And here it says clean installation. The clean installation is also very important because it will remove any previous imported content and will perform a fresh and clean install. So keep this selected and click on next. Click on install and give it some time to install. And our starter site imported successfully. Now let's click on view site and check out how our site looks. As you can see that our website looks much better. The importer also created dummy posts for our site. Posts are also very important design elements for a blog. It also added a beautiful footer with links, popular posts, and much more. It also added other pages such as the About Us page. Let's click on About Us. Now this is the About Us page. It has the About section, our company details, and you can customize these details later on. Now let's check out the Contact Us page. So we have a background image for our Contact Us page and some contact details over here, and we also got a nice form here as well. All right, that looks good. Now let's go back. So this is the Blocksy news theme design. It looks good and you can certainly use this, but personally I like to have more options for my design. For that, we are going to use another plugin. Okay, let's go back to our dashboard now. Now I'm going to show you guys how you can install plugins on your WordPress website. Click on plugins over here. You can already see that we have two plugins installed. One is the Blocksy Companion and the other one is the WP Forms. To install a plugin, click on this Add New button over here. And now in the search bar, search for PostX. The PostX Gutenberg Post Grid Blocks. This plugin has been developed by WPX Pro and it has over 20,000 active installations. And it is also compatible with our current version of WordPress. Always remember to check if a plugin is compatible with your current version of WordPress before installing those. So I'm going to click on Install now and give it time to install. Okay, the plugin has been installed. Now I'm going to click on the Activate button. Okay, so PostX has been installed and it takes us to a kind of setup screen. So basically the first page is the welcome. Basically the plugin is telling you what features it provides. PostX is a Gutenberg post block plugin. It basically supercharges your Gutenberg. So if you're using Gutenberg, it's a good idea to use PostX to add more functionalities to it. In short, you can effortlessly create news, magazine, or any kind of blogging site. So if you want to build a blog, PostX is amazing to have. So I'm going to click on the next button. And these are actually all the blocks it's including, the grid 1, grid 2. There are numerous blocks and features it has added to my Gutenberg. So I'm going to click on the next button. And these are the add-ons that PostX comes with. So with the free version of PostX, I get only 4 add-ons. The first one is the saved templates. Next, the table of contents, which is a common feature in many blogs today. The Elementor add-ons. And the final one is the dynamic site builder. And the other add-ons are only available in the PostX Pro. All right, so I'm going to click on the next button. And now it's asking us to go pro, buy the PostX Pro, which will include over 29 starter packs, over 170 patterns, and over 40 plus pre-made templates. So we are actually going to use the PostX Pro so that I can show you some of the cool stuff that PostX comes with. So I'm going to click on the next button. Let's end this wizard. And there's the congratulations page, and we're going to click on done. So if you guys want to purchase PostX Pro, check the description. We have provided a link. So if you follow the link, you will land on the pricing page. Here you can purchase PostX Pro. But before you purchase, you need to create an account. So click on the My Account here, and it will take you to the accounts page. From here, if you already have an account, you can provide your username and password and click on the login button to log in. If not, you have to register a new account. So create a username, provide your email address, a password, and confirm that password, and then click on this register button to register your new account. So after that, go back to the pricing page. There are 3 types of license here. There's the yearly, the lifetime, and the agency bundle. So pick any type of plan that suits you. So I'm going to click on this one site license, and it brings me to the checkout page. So this is SSL encrypted payment, so you don't have to worry. It's completely secured. Here you can see the product you added to your cart, the price of the product. You can also remove the product from here, and here's the total amount. So scroll down and input your personal info, and I'm not currently logged in, so it's telling me to create an account, but you already created your account and you're logged in. You can simply click on the purchase button to purchase your PostX Pro license. So I have the Pro version of PostX, which I'm going to install. To do that, I'm going to click on the plugins. I'm going to click on Add New. And I already have the plugin in my computer, so I'm going to click on Upload Plugin and click on this Choose File and upload the plugin from my computer. And to click on Install Now. And the plugin has been installed. I'm going to click on the Activate Plugin button. Okay, so the PostX plugin has been added. The only thing that's remaining is the license key. So I'm going to quickly put in my license key. To get your license key, what you have to do is go back to WPX Pro's website and go to the accounts menu and search for the order page. Your license key will be available there. So I'm going to paste in my license and click on this check and save license button. Okay, my license key has been activated. So we now have PostX Pro. So let's check out some of the add-ons over here. As you can see, all these add-ons are now available. I will include the category, and the progress bar is optional. You can add progress bar to your blog. Let's get back to our website and see what it looks like. So you currently see there's no changes actually, but we actually have to make some changes. Okay, so let's get back to our WordPress dashboard and let's start building our website. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is create a home page. So if we look at our website one more time, currently this is our home page. By default, it's a collection of all our recent posts. So we are going to create a static page and set it as our home page. So let me go to my dashboard once again and come to pages over here. So if I click over here, you can see there are a lot of pages over here, the About Us page, the Contact page, but there's no home page. So we have actually no home pages at all. So to start designing our website, the first thing that we need to do is add home page. So from here, we're going to click on Add New. And in here, we're just simply going to write Home. And then we're going to click on this Publish button. And then we're going to click on this Publish button once again to confirm. Okay, so if we click on this View page, as you can see, this page is completely empty. It only has a Trending Now section and a Footer section. So let me go back to my dashboard. And from here, go visit my website once again. We still see the same page over here, which is the collection of other posts. So what we need to do is add our home page as the actual landing page. When people type in the address of our website, they will land in our home page. So to do that, I'm going to go back to my dashboard and hover my mouse over Settings and then select Reading. From here, you can see your home page displays your latest posts. Currently this is selected and this is what we are seeing, all our latest posts arranged in a beautiful way. But we want it to set a static page, so we're going to select this option, and from here, as you can see the home page, we're going to click on this and select the home over here. Now we're going to click on Save Changes. Alright, now if I visit my blog, you can see that this is the home page and the other page that was the collection of all our posts is no longer here. So now what we need to do is start building our home page. So a good thing about PostX is that you can import various templates and instantly build your home page. Alright, so I'm going to show you how you can do that. So you can click on Edit Page from here, or you can do it from the back end. So I'm going to show you how you can do it from the back end. So I'm going back to my dashboard, and from here I'm going to select Pages, and in the home I'm going to click on this Edit button over here. We are using Gutenberg, and using Gutenberg you can just simply click on this plus button and add any blog, alright? Or you can click on this plus button over here and you can see there are several blocks over here. These are all the Gutenberg blocks, such as the paragraph, the heading. There's also the image gallery. You can simply add these blocks and customize your website. These are the PostX Gutenberg blocks. So these are the PostX blocks that were added with PostX. So we're not going to actually singly add all of these blocks. You can if you want, but it will take a lot of time. Instead, what I want to do is import a starter template. To do that, simply click on this Template Kits button over here. As you can see, we have a lot of starter templates over here. There's a lot to choose from. Since we have the Pro version, you can select the Premium. if you had the free version, you would only be using any of these three, which is the fashion, the blog, the magazine. So if you're using the free version, go ahead and just use any one of these. But since I have the premium one, so I'm going to select a premium template. So there's a lot to choose from, actually. There's magazine, there's the movie, there's the sports template, tech, news, beauty news, crypto news. There's a theme for almost every blog you want to create. For me, I like this theme, so I'm going to click on this import button and give it some time to import, and that's it. The template has been imported into my page, and you can see how beautiful it looks. Everything is perfectly aligned. There's the recent news, there's the category, there's the heading, there's the name of the author, the time it was published. Everything is set up beautifully. And if you want, you can actually customize these sections too. Just simply click on this block, and you can see there's a way to change all of these. So there you can change the layout. For example, there's two layouts. You can click on this, and you can see it changes into a different layout. Or you can select this, any layout. You can also select the height, the column gap, the alignment, everything you can customize. There's tons of way to customize these things. As you can see, there's the query builder, header, title. There's so many options. All right. But now what I want to do is click on this update button. So our homepage has been customized. So let's go back to our dashboard. Just click on the WordPress logo and then hover your mouse over my blog and then click on visit site. As you can see that our homepage has changed and everything has been included here, all the posts, and you can see there's a section for news over here, for ads. There's the categories section. You can also add the featured image for each categories. But first, we are going to look at the Blocksy customization. So we are going to change the logo. We are going to take a look at how you can change the menus, customize the buttons, the fonts, and everything. So to do that, simply click on this customize button, and it will bring you to this Blocksy customization menu. A great thing about Blocksy is that they label everything over here. So there's the general options, there's the post types, there's the extensions, core, everything is set up perfectly over here. So I'm not going to go through all of these options, just a few of these options, so that you can understand how you can control certain elements in your website. So let's first go to the core section, which is the site identity. So go to site identity, and you can see that you can change your site name. Currently my site name is my blog. If you remember correctly, the first thing that we did after installing WordPress is change our site title from WordPress admin dashboard. So I believe it's better to change it from the dashboard, from the back end always. But if you want, you can change your site title from here. You can change the tagline. You can also change the site icon or the fav icon. Just simply click on the select site icon and click on this select files. Upload your site icon. So I have a little logo over here, so I'm going to select this one. Fav icons have to be square in order to look good. So this gives you the option to crop your image. The recommended resolution of a fav icon is 512 by 512 pixels. But for now, I don't want to crop my image, so I'm going to click on skip cropping. Now, after you make any changes, always make sure to click on publish to save your changes, and that's it. So from the core, there's also the menus, the widgets, the homepage settings, and additional CSS. So you can add your custom CSS as well. And for the homepage settings, we already changed our homepage to a static page and selected the homepage that we created. We have done all this from the WordPress admin dashboard backend. All right, so no need to change from here, but if you want, the option is there. Okay, now that you're done with the core options, let's go up and check out the general options. The first thing in the general option is the general. And here you can see there's a lot of options over here. The layout, buttons, breadcrumbs, form elements, entry content, social network accounts. So let's take a look at the layout first. So these settings actually allows you to change the layout of your website. So the maximum site width is 1290 pixels. So if we decrease this, you can see that the contents are being squished together. You can see that it's taking up less space. So it was previously 1290, but I like it to be 1200. Alright, so I think this is better. The content area spacing. So this adjusts the spacing between the main content area and the header and footer. So if you increase this, you can see the space from the header and your main content increases. So the more you increase this slider, the more pixels get added between the header and the main content area. So I don't want to mess around with this one. I just want to click on this button over here and to reset everything as it was. I would suggest that you leave everything else the same as it is. So after this, I'm going to click on this publish button and then go back. And there's another option called the buttons. So if you go to the buttons, you can actually design how your button looks. Here you can see the contribute button over here. There could be more buttons in your site. So you can customize those buttons using these settings. You can change the font color, the background color, the border, padding, border radius. You can play around with this, but I don't want to change anything, so I'm going to move on. So the breadcrumbs, another important thing is the breadcrumbs. Although many blog websites do not use breadcrumbs nowadays, but many people actually prefer breadcrumbs. Currently we have the breadcrumbs disabled, so I'm not going through that options. There's the form elements, entry contents. Another thing is the social network accounts. So this is what I want to talk about. For example, if you wanted to add your social media accounts, you can do that. There's Facebook. You just go ahead on your Facebook page, copy the link and paste it over here. And then you can include icons of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. There are a lot of social media links over here that you can use on your blog. So the other thing is the visitors engagement. Here you can see the Google Analytics version 4.3 IP authorization schema.org markup and the open graph metadata. So in one of our videos, we showed you how you can actually install Google Analytics 4. So watch that video and it will be clear to you how you can install Google Analytics 4 to a Blocksy website. So we're almost done over here, but we wanted to add another thing is the scroll to top button. So if you enable this, this adds a small button when you scroll down your website for easy navigation so that people can easily scroll back up. So let's scroll down and you can see that button over here appears. So if you click this button, it will scroll back up here. The website frame is optional. It adds a certain border around your website. You can enable this if you want, but I don't want it here, so I'm going to disable it. And I'm going to click on publish. So that's it with the general options. For the post types, you can determine how will your single post or blog posts look. So for example, let's go into this blog post, and currently this design is selected. So what we can do is we can use the normal width. So let's take a look at the text over here. You can see it changes. There's a lot of blocks over here. You can see the cover image. All right, so you can also change it to left sidebar. So there's the left sidebar with other posts, and there's the right sidebar. So this sidebar will be added on the right side. So you can add this one as well because it looks kind of cool. So we'll keep that. So the other thing is content area vertical spacing. You can put a space from the top or from the middle or from the bottom. So you can choose the one which you like. For the elements, you can enable the featured image. So the featured image is added over here, but I don't think that's necessary because it's already here. You can add post tags. We haven't created any post tags for this post, but you should use post tags because it helps you with filtering and organizing your posts a lot better. And not only that, it also improves your site's overall usability and accessibility. Next, we have the share box, the author box, the post navigation, and a few more options for you to explore. The comment section is also there. You can disable this comment section, but I think it's good to leave out a comment section so that people can comment on your post. You can also include the related posts. So if you enable this, there will be a section that displays the related posts, and I think this is very important, so you should keep it there. So I'm going to click on the publish button right now. So that is how our single blog posts will look like. Okay, so the other thing is the categories. So we can actually customize our category pages. So let's go back to our home page. Let's scroll all the way down and click on one of the categories, the arts and design. So here we can see there's 2 posts under arts and categories. So let's click on this button. And currently this grid style has been selected. We can select this simple one. And that is how our category page will look. We can also select the classic one. But these actually take a lot more space. I think the grid style is better because once you have more posts, it will organize the posts better. You can also select how many columns and how many number of posts will be displayed. All is displayed over here. You can also customize the card design. But I'm not going to go through all of that. You can customize this and make your blog look the way you want. All right, so let's get back and save all the changes from categories. And also there's the author page, the search page. You can customize all of the pages like this. So now let's actually build our header. So we want to change our logo and customize how our menu looks. Okay, so let's click on this header option over here. And this is Blocksy's header builder. The same feature is also used for the footer as well, but let's see how the header builder works. So there are 3 rows, the top row, the main row, and the bottom row. So you can see some elements over here, the logo, menu 1, button, and you can see the same orientation over here as well. The menu 2 is over here, and your logo is on the left side of the middle row, and your menu 1 is over here, and there's a button over here. So let's see how you can customize this. So you can actually drag these elements and drop it any of these locations. You see these dots over here? These represents where you can drop your logo. So let's say I want to drop it in the middle. Alright, so now our logo is in the middle. So you can basically customize everything like this. Alright, so I'm going to remove this and place it over here. And as for the menu 2, I don't want the top row at all. So I'm going to remove all of these elements. And you can see these elements are getting added over here. You can drag and drop this from over here again. And then it will appear over here. So I'm going to remove these. And I'm going to remove the socials and the search button. And you can see the top row is completely gone and we only have the main row. So I think this looks much cleaner and it looks a lot better, a lot less cluttered. So the next thing I want to do is remove this button from here, the contribute button. I'm just simply going to click on this cross and it will go away. And then I want to bring in this search button. So I'm going to drag and drop this over here. And you can see that the search button has appeared over here. And now I want to change the website logo. So how I can change my blog logo? So simply click on this logo element. And you can see there are customization options over here. So I'm going to hover my mouse over logo and then click on this edit button. And then I have a logo over here. So I'm going to select it and click on select. And the logo appears over here, but it's way too small. To increase its size, you can increase the logo height. Just tweak this slider, and I think 40 pixel. Let's write 40 pixels over here. Okay, it looks good enough. So I am happy with my header. So I'm going to click on publish. But the problem is the menu doesn't look right. You know, it says Gutenberg blogs, pages. The about us and contact pages are okay. But I want to show some of my categories over here. So what you can do is click on this back arrow. Once again, click on publish to save your changes. And click on this cross button to go back to your WordPress dashboard. Now hover your mouse over my blog and click on dashboard. And from here, what you can do is hover your mouse over appearance and then click on menus. So this is where you can actually build your menu. So first I want to remove all of these. To remove these, just simply click on remove. I'll do this for all of these. Okay, so I have removed all those items, and also note that we are editing menu 1. You can create more menus from here. Just you click on this create a new menu button, and then you can edit that menu over here. For now, we want to simply add categories. So first, let's create a custom link. So I'm going to call this custom link nothing, and the text will be okay. So I've created a popular category, so I'm going to click on add to menu. Okay, so it's been added. Now I'm going to drag and drop this over here, and I'm going to add some items over here. So the categories, the most used categories are travel, trends, nature, arts, and people. So I'm going to add all these 5 categories and add this to the menu. As you can see, all of these categories are added, but these are not the sub-menu of the popular categories. To add these in the sub-menu, we have to, first let's actually drag and drop this About Us and Contact page at the bottom, and then simply click and drag it to the right side and drop it. Click it and drag it on the right side and drop it. You can see the sub item has appeared over here. This means that this travel category is a subcategory of the popular categories. So I'm to do this the same for all these categories. All right. So now we have created a menu item with several subcategories. So I'm going to unfold this. So we don't have a URL link for this, so that's not a problem. So I'm going to add the other categories as well. So I'm going to click on this view button and the architecture, food. So these 2 categories were not visible in the in these categories. So I'm going to add these to the menu, and I want it to appear over here and here. So let's now save our menu, and let's see how our website looks. As you can see, the header has completely changed. The popular categories has travel, trends, nature, arts, people, architecture, food. Everything is organized over here. Let's click on trends and see if there's, yes. So it's working perfectly. Okay, so let's see if the search button is working. Yes, the search is working perfectly. So that is how you can customize your header menu. Okay, now that we have built our header, let's customize our footer as well. So the technique is very similar. We'll use the same builder as the header builder, but the footer builder and the header builder are basically the same. So let's click on the customize button over here. All right, so now let's scroll down, and here you can see we have the footer. All right, so I'm going to click on the footer over here from general options, and this is the footer builder. You can see that it's exactly as the header builder, and the same system has been used over here as well. The socials element has been used here, and you can see the social icons. The footer menu has the footer menu placed over here, and these places, the popular posts, about us, useful information, contact info, all of these are widgets. As you can see, this is widget area 1, widget area 2, widget area 3, and the final part is the copyright part. So you can simply click on copyright, and you can customize your text from here. So currently it's written copyright, and the current year is placed over here dynamically, the WordPress theme by theme author. So you can customize this text if you want, but I'm not going to change it right now. So if we look at the footer, you can see there's a problem over here. You can see the popular posts have repeated. You know, it appears here one and again over here. And the same thing happened over here as well. Contact info one time, and here's the contact info again. Now you might face this problem, or you might not face this problem. But if you do, let me show you how you can fix it. So this is the widget area 1, and this is the widget area 3. Okay, so let's go back to our dashboard. And from here, hover your mouse over appearance and click on the widgets. Okay, this is the place where you can create and edit your widgets. So as you can see, there are already so many widgets over here, but we are going to customize the footer widget area 1 and 3. So I'm going to click on this, and let's unfold the main sidebar widget. And you can see the problem. There are two popular posts over here. So I'm going to remove one of these, all right? So I'm going to just click over here, and you can see you can customize your widget. So I'm going to click on these options and click on remove legacy widget, and it has been removed. So if you want, you can add more items to this widget. Just click on this add button and then place it over here. So that is how you can actually customize your widgets. So I'm going to fold this one and unfold the widget area 3, and you can see the information repeated over here as well. So I'm going to click on over here and click on the options and then remove legacy. And for the main contact info, if you want to customize this, just simply click over here and you can customize your contact info. So after you're done, just simply click on the update button. And now let's go to the customization area. So I'm going to click on customize over here. Okay, now let's click on the footer and let's scroll down. Okay, so I have edited the widgets and this is how it looks. As you can see, it looks a lot more cleaner, a lot better. So you can actually play around with this. You know, the technique is the same. You can drag and drop these boxes anywhere. For example, if you want to place the widget area 1 over here, you simply have to drag it over here. So if you're having trouble, you can simply click on this cross button and then drag the widget area 3 over here, and then from here you can drag the widget area number 1, and the popular posts have been placed over here. And now you know how you can customize all the widgets and place your footer in any way you want. All right, so that is how you can build your footer. So I'm going to click on the publish button and let's visit our website now. As you can see, everything looks beautiful. The footer is over here. It looks fantastic, just as we designed it. So that is how you can customize your footer using Blocksy's footer builder. So what about adding a blog post, right? So if you want to write a post and add it to your blog, how you can do that? So basically now what we are using are the dummy posts over here. These are all dummy posts that came with the Blocksy starter site. The thing about blogs are the posts are the main design elements of a blog. So without the blogs, it will look empty. So for that reason, the dummies were added. So when you're starting a blog, you won't have all of these posts. What you have to do is add them one by one. So I'm going to show you how you can add a blog post. So let's go back to the dashboard. And from here, let's hover our mouse over posts and click on add new. So this brings us to the page editor. So here I can write the title of my text. Let's say my title of the text will be, so I've added a title over here, and now for some text, I'm going to add some dummy text. Okay, so I have added some dummy text over here. Now, this actually doesn't show you how the Gutenberg works, but let me show you what you can do simply. For example, if I want to add a picture over here, simply I'm going to press enter on my keyboard, and there's a plus button over here which allows us to add a block. You can also click on this plus button, but I think this is a much more shortcut. So I'm going to click on this button and then I'm going to search over here image, and there it is. The image is over here. Now I can simply click on the upload button and select a picture of a car. There it is. That is how you can add pictures to your post. To customize this, just simply click on this picture and you can customize the width and height of the picture. You can select border. You can also add an alt text to your images that better describes your images. You can also make the image rounded, but why would you do that? It looks better this way. All right, so before we publish our post, we actually need to do two things. First, select a category for this post, and select a featured image for this post. Since I have no more car images, I'm going to select this same image. I'm going to click on this place here and then select this image as my featured image. And since I don't have any category, I'm going to first save this post as draft, then go back to my WordPress dashboard, click on these categories over here, and I'm going to name this category cars. Then I'm going to add this category. So you can see cars has been added over here. So let's click on the all posts over here. You can see all the posts are added over here, and this is the post that I drafted, and this is not published, this is drafted. So I'm going to click on edit again. This is our post, and now let's look at the category over here. You can see the cars category is over here, so I'm going to uncheck this and click on this, and now we're ready to publish. So I'm going to click on this publish button, publish, and that's it. Our post has been published. So let's get back to our WordPress website and see how it looks. As you can see, the post has been added over here. The latest post is showing. Okay, I wanted to show you one more thing before I end this video, is how to remove the page title. You can see the home over here, it looks kind of odd. So using the Blocksy settings, you can remove this page title. So hover your mouse over edit. So click on edit page over here. And from here, select the Blocksy icon. And here you can find an option called the page title. So click here and then click on disabled. And now click on update. And now let's view our page. And you can see the page title is gone and our website now is complete. Now, one last thing that I want to talk about is about SEO and security plugins that you should use. So you're free to use any software or any plugins that you want, but I'm going to suggest using two of the most popular plugins for WordPress. So go to plugin and I'm going to click on add new. From here, I'm going to search for a plugin called Yoast. So here it is. Yoast is one of the most popular SEO plugin for WordPress. It has over 5 million active installations and it is updated frequently. And it is also compatible with our current version of WordPress. For security plugin, I'm going to search for a plugin called WordFence. And here it is, WordFence Security Firewall, Malware Scan, and Login Security. As you can see that this is also very popular. It has over 4 million active installations, and it is also updated very frequently. So that's it for today. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope that you can build a great blog. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like, share, and subscribe to this channel because it encourages us to make more helpful videos like this one. So see you next time. Take care.